Hey guys, this is Wilbur Jr. and today I'm going to be doing a review on a 2017 Range Rover Evoque. Now, before I get into this video, I would like to say that this car has not been changed all the way up until the 2020 model year, so a 2017 Range Rover Evoque is going to be the same thing as a 2019 Range Rover Evoque and even a 2016 Range Rover Evoque. So, with that in mind, let's get to it. So, we are going to start with a little walk around, and as you guys can see, this car is finished in this really nice black metallic. It's really hard to show on camera, but this car really, it pops in the sun, and I really like it. One design that I really like is how the hood kind of makes way for the wheel arches, and it makes the wheel arches look a lot bigger and sportier, and I think that's a really cool design. And this car also has the color optional roof, color painted. You can basically this car, simplify it, has a gray roof. It's a very nice metallic gray. I think it looks really cool, and I think it matches very well with this black car. And this car has 18-inch wheels. You can get 21s, you can get a lot bigger wheels, but I think that this wheel design and size is perfect for this car because this car is very small. It's basically kind of like a lifted hatchback, and I don't think you need any bigger wheels than this. They don't look too small and they don't look too big. And moving around back, you guys can see the Range Rover badge, of course, and I really like this dual shark fin antenna type design thing. I keep on saying thing, I'm sorry guys. But I think it looks really cool. And also this car has LED taillights on for the buttons and even the back. It's like a soft kind of plasticky rubber type thing, but it feels really nice. And I like the chrome Range Rover badge. I think that looks super cool. Getting in the car, unlocking, of course. There's power fold. When you lock it, you can turn on the headlights from the key, which is super cool. And of course, this car has keyless entry. Moving on to the door panel. This car has a very nice sound system. As you can see, 1, 2, 3 speakers just right on the door, and they're all like within like a few inches of each other, which I think is really hilarious, seeing how car makers these days try and sell their car for more money. But this is kind of a general note for the entire car, but all the materials in this car are really just fantastic. It does get a little scratchy down below right here, but in this door pocket, it's lined with felt and illuminated at night. I think that's a really great piece of attention to detail that not a lot of people notice, but I did. Now that we're inside, you can see these actually pretty nicely bolstered seats. You got a lot of shoulder support and of course back support, which is nice. These seats are very adjustable. And now that we're inside, you guys can see this very large infotainment screen. It is here. You know what? Let me start it up. Okay. Let me turn the radio off so I don't get copyrighted and so you guys can hear me. But this screen is very responsive. You can customize your home screen actually. So I customized this one so I can show my eco data, my sound system, and all that fun stuff. And I have a little clock in the center, which I think is kind of fun. But it's, as you can see when I'm swiping through all the pages, it's very quick. But I would say probably my biggest complaint with this car is just right around this area. I think that this kind of gray plastic trim is not the best quality. I think that they could have put maybe some piano black metallic around all these buttons, and I think it would really make this interior just look that much better. But I do like this little cover right here that covers up your cup holders and a charger. And guys, look at this. We've had this car for a year now, and I just noticed this. This car was, so here, let me flip the camera. So this car was made during a time when Land Rover was owned by Ford. So this little cover that covers up the Charger, it has a Ford logo on it. You guys definitely won't be able to see it, but it says FOMOCO, which is Ford Motor Company, which I think is really hilarious. Let me flip the camera again. There we go. And I do like this satin trim right here. I think that looks really nice. You have a nice little brushed design. And this is a material that I haven't ever seen on any other car, but I really like it. It's heat resistant, and it helps protect your dashboard from like warping. So I don't know if you guys, basically what that means is if you leave your car out in the sun without a cover on it, the dashboard can start to warp and kind of make little holes or bumps or something, and this material actually reflects the sun, which is better for that. So I think that's a really also cool design, and Land Rover really knows little tricks that are super cool. Another little trick, not a trick, but a little hidden storage cubby. Here, you guys look behind the climate controls. I don't know if you guys can see this because I can't see the camera right now. There you go, you have this little cubby. And it's also illuminated at night. I mean, this car has got a lot of great little features and gadgets and gizmos that really I haven't seen any other car has. And another cool little thing. So if you want your air, so if you still want to have the air on, but you want your vent closed, when you close it, it closes the whole assembly. So then it's nice and flush with the rest of the dashboard. How cool is that? I have found myself hitting my head on this sill right here so many times, and it does not feel that great. So I always have to duck into this car, which I don't think a lot of people will like. But let me flip the camera and close the door. But when I am in the back seat, I'm 5'5", 5'6", and I still have tons. Here, how do I get it to go up? I have tons and tons of headroom. And I have pretty good knee room too. I'm going to be trying out the little kick-activated trunk, so let's see if it works. Oh, it worked. Look at that. First try. Nice, car. Wow. Let me just get it in focus. Holy moly. There we go. Okay, I have to get away from the sun. But as you guys can see, this trunk is tiny. I wouldn't say, actually, okay, you know what? Let me rephrase that. This trunk isn't insanely small. Set the camera down. Now let's rev. This is probably one of my favorite little touches about this car. You're about to see. Now, my verdict and my final thoughts and my sum up of this video. I really like this car. It's not the best at everything. I think that the Audi Q5 has a little bit better tech. I think it has a little bit more features. I think the interior feel of that car is just a little bit more premium and nicer than this Range Rover. But, you know, when you love a car so much, you don't really care. This car is just so small, and it's got a pretty good center screen, and it's very comfortable on long road trips, and it's fast, and it corners well. I think I already said that, but I don't know. It sounds kind of good for some reason. I don't know why. And not to mention, it's also got a great brand name. It's a Range Rover. It's not a Land Rover, it's a Range Rover. Yes, it is the baby Range Rover is what people call it, but it's, at the end of the day, it's still a Range Rover, and when you're sitting inside of it, it feels like a Range Rover, and I think that's probably the biggest thing.